Hi, my name's Vincent. I'm a musician and violin maker. I'm going to be doing some videos, I've decided, because here we are in these times of Corona and I'm just not meeting many people. I'm sort of almost losing the ability to speak as far as I can tell. So basically, in order to make my life more interesting and hopefully it might be of interest to other people as well, I'm going to start doing some vlogging. So it's mainly going to be about violins. It might be about music. It might be about a few other bits and pieces as well. I mean, I live in southwest England. I live in Somerset, which is a nice rural kind of county in England. And it will be really about what a violin maker gets up to in Somerset. So let's see where this leads. I've been making violins in batches for a while, and I'm close to finishing my latest batch of 10 violins. I don't think I'm going to be making them in batches again after this. Making them in batches was really useful for me because it enabled me to really explore in detail the best way of doing something. When you're learning how to play music, you don't play a piece once and then come back to it a couple of months later. You go over it and over it and over it until you get it right. And that's what I wanted to do with violin making as well. So it meant, when I tackled a scroll, I was actually going to be making 10, which meant I was able to really sort of get into the finer detail of it. And I think it helped me. It moved my skill level, and I sort of optimized the way I did things more speedily than if I did it the traditional way. But the downside of that is that if you are doing the same thing 10 times in a row, everything takes longer. And so it means from the starting a batch of violins until 10 violins are finished is a much longer process. And although the time per unit is less, the actual the intervals, should we say, with which I was producing individual violins was much longer, and that's less enjoyable in some ways. So now that I feel like I've kind of, for the few years, sort of picked up skills and so on, I now want to pick up speed whilst working on individual violins. It's quite interesting when working with a batch. I picked 10 because I thought it was a number where I could still treat each violin as an individual. I think at any greater number than that, and it just starts to become mass production. But working on one or two at a time, which is what I want to do now, I think I will be able to far better get into the individual character of each violin, which I think is important to progress now. So that's a very long-winded and boring introduction. I think there's going to be some massive editing to get rid of most of that waffle. So let's see where it takes us.